Hello and welcome to a video of Total War Warhammer. I have a replay of a battle I fought, and this was another battle between Dwarfs and Bretonnia. I've already played a Dwarfs-Bretonnia matchup, but there are only so many combinations you can have with six factions and two. I think I calculated once it was 6 or 15. I don't know. I'll probably put that in the description or something. Anyway, so people keep saying the dwarfs suck. The dwarfs suck. The dwarfs suck. Well, maybe they don't suck. I mean, yes, they have a very predictable strategy, that is camping, but they don't always have to camp, and you should play with them before you say they suck so much. So, the Bretonnians also obviously have to bring cavalry. So these two cannons, which are anti-large and armor-piercing, do quite well against cavalry. They are also a very good counter to Demigryph Knights. But yeah, already three cavalry dead on the first shot. So my strategy here was I would bring heavily armored quarrelers, which would crush any peasant longbowmen they fought, and then I would bring dwarf warriors. I would bring dwarf warriors and just dwarf warriors, and some longbirds, and they would be able to kill his anti-large spearmen, and then I would protect my backlines with one unit of slayers and my excess longbeards and dwarf warriors. Now, what some people do as the dwarfs is they spam longbeards, and that's not really what you want to do, because these guys have a morale bonus, and you only need one in the area to get the boost to morale. So anyway, so the skirmishing fight is starting already. But you can see my guys have 80 armor plus a shield, and these guys only have 15 armor and no shield. So I'm going to start dealing out some very good damage against these peasant bowmen. So realizing that, he's going to bring in some lightning strikes against my quarrelers. That's the only hope he has of defeating my quarrelers. Yeah, these guys they're just peasants. He's trying his best in here, and I was like, bring it on, Buster. I got my slayers here. But he is double sealed is using his mobility quite well, and just moving in and moving out with his Pegasus Knights and King Lewin on Beaquis. So he's trying to find gaps in my lines with the Knights of the Realm, but the entire time they're being shot by my cannons, which is very bad for him. So, in the back he does have a damsel casting something here. Oh, Comet of Cassandora. Not doing that much. Kind of missed, actually. But you can see I'm getting free shots on this cav the entire time. And the longer this engagement and skirmishing fight goes, the longer I have to shoot his cav with my cannons. So he is starting to waver my quarrelers, just because he's been raiding on them with his cav and his Pegasus Knights. I'm trying to maintain a line as much as I can. I see King Lewin here just hovering above my guys, and yeah, and then he lands. So I was like, boom! He is in the center of my army, completely surrounded by all my dudes. Slayers nearby. King Lewin is dead, but he just stomps over all my dudes. And King Lewin's actually quite good at this. Took almost no damage, and just stomped over some pretty short dwarves and did some damage. Not that much damage, though. He's trying to get as many charges, but this will be an uphill charge, and I have longbeards to support. And the reason I have dwarf warriors protecting my back lines and right here is they have I believe. Yeah, they have charge defense against large foes. So, well, these guys won't get a bonus because they're attacking the rear. But, if they're attacked from the front, they will get a charge defense against the high charge cavalry of Bretonnia. So I'm doing my best to protect my cannons, but they can just fly in from anywhere. And boom, one cannon went down. It has the runes on it. Anyway, I keep trying to kill King Lewin. Like, he's in the middle of my army. This is frustrating. This is embarrassing that my guys don't catch him. But I have attack orders on everybody. He just bowls over my men. And when I'm trying to shoot King Lewin, these pesky archers are actually doing damage to my heavily armored dwarves. Just because they have so much time to fire. So, the beginning engagement is going to start. But the reason why I picked dwarf warriors with shields is that, one, they'd have charge defense, and they'd be less susceptible to missiles, as well as I don't need armor piercing against men-at-arms. So I'm just sitting on my hill, sitting pretty, all the while shooting my cannons at his knights. So you can see here, King Lewin is just baiting my slayers, and my slayers are daring him to come down, but he's not gonna do it this time. Oh, he is. He's going to get some rear charges. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I have my slayers nearby, but he just pulls through. I'm trying to as best I can to stick my slayers on his unit, but he just flies away. So the main engagement is starting. Men-at-arms, if everything was fair, would lose, I believe. But we have some rear charges coming in, and King Lewin got some rear charges. Yeah, the reason I brought these slayers is because I knew I'd be fighting King Lewin. But nice. That didn't do much damage on the charge there, but. So I'm surrounding his knights. These guys are stuck in a melee engagement now. And both of my cannons, even though they've been disrupted, are still fighting. And my slayers are not doing well against King Lewin, which is I'm kind of sad about the slayers not being able to take care of King Lewin. Look at how much damage he's taking, almost none, and he has an entire unit of slayers surrounding him, and longbeards. Anyway, so with the help of Thorgrim Grudgebearer, swing of his axe. But look, King Lewin leapt from over here all the way to over here. But, yeah. So I'm losing in some places, but right here, Thorgrim Grudgebearer is changing the tides of battle over here. That's cool seeing the damsel spells going off. My cannons are still firing at his knights over here. Routed one, actually. So just a huge duke it out fest, with King Lewin not taking that much damage, even though he's surrounded by slayers. I was kind of mad about this. The slayers aren't actually killing him. Like, the slayers cost 1,000. They're specialized against killing this guy. This guy costs, I don't know, the Beaquis himself costs 500. Anyway, so the main line is falling for Bretonnia, as expected. The Bretonnia's main line is always going to fall, pretty much. He does get my cannons. He's going to shut them down for a little bit. But cannons are surprisingly resilient. Because they have excess crew to man it. And they can, even if they drop their siege equipment, they can pick it back up. So King Lewin also has regeneration. You saw his hit points going up a little bit. And he's just going, like, mowing a path through my men as if they're They're just grass. Even my Slayers. Death blow. Yeah. Peasant Bowmen are still alive, and it looks like my Corlers are mostly dead, so good use of his cavalry to tie up my Corlers and King Lewin. He's getting some nice rear shots. But I have won the center, and that is going to prove devastating. Because although King Lewin is mighty on his Beaquis, actually he has won battles by himself before. But yeah, everything is riding for Bretonnia right now. It's up to a handful of knights and King Lewin. Because he has regeneration, it's hypothetically possible for him to take out an entire army. I'm not sure how that would work. I think he usually dies just because of morale issues. But I'm chasing them off, even though I'm slower, just to make sure they don't come back. And when they do, I'll just crush them because they have very low morale. Also chasing off this damsel. I would imagine this damsel is running faster than this this High King right here. So I want to chase riding units, but I also need to make sure my army is together so that he can't isolate units one by one with King Lewin, which is how I would die in this situation. But he just swoops down on the Dwarf Warriors. But look, the Slayers, dude, I don't think they have a charge defense. Yeah, that's why they're just getting tossed about by King Lewin. But I am surrounding him right here, and he is going to get Beaquis will finally get cut down by dwarfs. He's fighting valiantly, and his knights are in there, but there are just too many dwarves, and the High King himself. But you can see how powerful King Lewin is with harmonic convergence. Pretty cool. But even then, I wasn't even able to trap him. So some peasant bowmen, and the damsel came back like I feared. But this is the power of Beaquis. I'm not sure if it's Beaquis or the Hippogriff. I can't really tell. They seem the same to me. Just, yeah. The Beaquis costs 50 more. But now, I finally think he's surrounded, but no, he just breaks free again. If he wanted to, he could easily run off right now. But, that is not befitting of a king. And he falls to the ground. So, good game. Slayers actually got 86 kills. And did they level up twice? I'm not sure, or if they already had that. So, the Pegasus Knights got shut down. King Lewin did not at all 150 kills. I tried as hard as I could to minimize the damage there, but he is a beast on the battlefield. Yeah, my cannons easily paid for themselves against these Knights of the Realm. One Knight of the Realm is 900, I believe, and the cannons are 800, and 67 kills is almost 2 units. Not quite, but considering the route, so yeah, very, very good performance by my cannons. Corlers did fine against this peasant bowman, but these guys got some time to fire, and they did it quite well. Anyway, good game to double sealed. See you next time.